What's up, guys? This is Matthew from Pillars of Gaming, and we got some Left 4 Dead 2. It's been a while, hasn't it? Just thought I'd jump back into Left 4 Dead 2 for a little bit, and today is a somewhat different video. We're going to be comparing two games. And, well, for this series I'm starting called Comparisons, this is going to be the first one. All we're going to do is play Left 4 Dead 2 and compare games and talk about them. This just happens to be one of the games I'm comparing with another game today. It's not going to be like this. I'll be comparing Pokemon while playing Left 4 Dead 2, Legend of Zelda, like Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff while playing Left 4 Dead 2. It does not matter. So, you might be wondering, what game exactly am I going to be talking about today in particular? Today I decided that I would want to play, talk about COD Zombies and Left 4 Dead 2, which makes no sense, actually, now that I start thinking about it, because Left 4 Dead 2 and COD Zombies are definitely not the same thing. For one, one of them's not particularly a game, it's just a game type. But technically, because it is part of the game, I will include it as a game type. As a game. Is that a deagle? No, it's not. Alright, so we're just going to be playing some survival, and we're going to talk about that. So, let's start off with some comparisons, in particular in survival mode, that help me argue my point that COD really just isn't that great at all. So, first of all, in COD Zombies, you will notice that it is much easier to survive. On average, what do you think, if you're a Left 4 Dead player, what do you honestly think, how long do you honestly survive in survival? That's basically what you do in COD Zombies, is play survival in Left 4 Dead 2, except it's much easier. I mean, I can survive like round 13, that's like, I don't know, an hour, 45 minutes. This is like 5 minutes. I'll probably survive about 5 minutes, probably. Yep, and Jockey's dead. And, yeah. So, I usually survive about 5 minutes. That's my average. It's my average day on Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, God. There's a smoker over there. So, another thing is, what makes Left 4 Dead 2 harder? So, here's the thing. Left 4 Dead 2 is much harder because it has special infected. That's one of the main reasons. Because I mean, you have like the little jockey things that are in they're in COD, but they really don't do anything. You can like knife them off or something like that. I don't really play the game, so I think you just knife them, something like that, some jazz like that. Well, another thing is tanks. I mean, well, that's part of this special infected, but like these boss type things, tanks are these boss type things you have to defeat. And there's also another thing is you have actual health. You have actual health in this game. That makes it much harder because you can heal by running away. Like you can take all this damage in COD and just run away and it'll be healed. And plus you can get like perks like Juggernog and stuff like that, and it's just crazy. And people might think, well, something's not right here because you'd think it'd be harder in some way because Left 4 Dead gives you all the guns in the game when you play this sort of game type. It gives you all the guns in the game when you play survival, so you can choose what gun you want and go after it. But the reason they do that is because it would be difficult if it didn't work like that. That's why. It would be much more difficult if it did not work like that. And here's a tank, and well, it's kind of hard to focus while playing, and oh my god, really? Zombies. And I couldn't adrenaline myself, and see, I'm already down. It's only been 2 minutes. Take that, COD Zombies. On average, COD Zombies can survive pretty long time. Round 1 and 2 is like, I don't know, like 13 minutes or something like that. It is not that long. Oh god, no. Left 4 Dead 2, however, you do not survive crap. I'm barely going to get Bronze Standard. I mean, look at this crap. Let's get a health pack, and, well, so you see, Common Infector, no problem. That's why I'm thinking COD Zombies isn't that hard. It's because common infected aren't a problem. They're basically the equivalent of common infected in that game. But in that game, the thing that makes COD Zombies more difficult every round is the size of the waves and the sturdiness of each zombie. Each zombie gets more health bonus when you go to a new round in COD Zombies. That does not happen in Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 does not honestly need that. They just increase the wave size. They do that, but they do not. They do not, in fact, make it any more difficult. Other than that, they just all of the zombies keep their health, keep their same health, unless you're playing on like expert mode in a campaign. They don't increase their health or anything. See, there's smoke over there, and all these distractions with special infected that they can do special things to you. That's the whole point. They're supposed to be able to hurt you more than normal infected are. That's why they're called specials. Now, so we're still alive, and it's only been about 4 minutes, and we're already getting pounded into the dirt. I have yellow health. I'm screwed, to be honest. I'll probably survive another minute or so, and then I'll probably die. Seriously, it's just a prediction, and I'm probably right. And to be honest, I'm most likely right because I'm not going to survive this. See, the jockeys got me. The jockeys, they do like support damage from spitters, just everything. They just make it so much more difficult, and people do not understand. Ow. I mean, it's not that I've heard anybody make this argument before, or if they've ever complained. You know, COD is just I don't know. I just don't really like COD, and I felt like making this video because I don't really. If the assumption were made that COD Zombies was more difficult, then I really want to refute it. And this video is just evidence that it's just been refuted because it's just not. COD Zombies would not be that hard. Left 4 Dead 2 is, and all in all, one more thing just about Left 4 Dead 2 in general. Left 4 Dead 2 is a difficult game. It's a zombie game and it's a first-person shooter, and most people think that the only difficult games are the ones that are not first-person shooters, not shooting and clicking on people. They're not those kind of games. They're more like MOBAs or something like that, where you have to play RPG style or something like that. I don't know, but those are the typical games which when people see I'm about to die. And it's only been 5 minutes and 42 seconds. What does Syndicate do? He survives one round for about like 3 hours. I mean, it's not that I'm calling Syndicate out. He's a great zombies player, and it's awesome to have that kind of skill. But dude, if you can only survive, I've played this game for like like a year now. I mean, I should have gotten it a long time ago, but I've played this game for like a year now, and I've played COD Zombies too. It just doesn't hold a candle. I can survive way longer in COD Zombies than I can in this game, because this game, I'm telling you, is difficult. This game, people don't understand because they think it has to be an RPG. There has to be some skill. There has to be some strategy, skill in it. No, I mean, there's some strategy that goes into this. It's a teamwork-based game, but people automatically, all over the world, automatically criticize first-person shooters for being dumb. They're for the dumb people who don't want to think about when they play their games. They don't want to strategize. They don't want to think at all. Just look at Team Fortress 2. That makes it obviously a lie. That cannot be true. If you've played Team Fortress 2 before, dumb people do not play that game. I mean, it's a first-person shooter, and it is one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my entire life. And I don't think people give it enough credit at all. And just like this game, it's a Valve game, so people like it. They just don't think it's difficult, and I disagree. And it is most difficult for most people. They just don't want to admit it when they hear it's a first-person shooter. Well, that's how mostly the MOBA people are. It's not that I'm trying to make this a big thing. It's just that I'm fighting against the stereotypes of games, you know? That just because a game is made for a certain... It's made for a certain genre, or like first-person shooter genre, it can't be difficult because first-person shooters, no way, they're not difficult at all, no. Not all, I mean, all games are difficult at some point when you get to like pro level. But Left 4 Dead 2 doesn't need to be pro level. It's one of those games that is naturally difficult because you have to work hard to play with your friends and fight the other team. Although, my second, once I'm done talking about this, I'll go into my latter part of my argument in saying the pros of playing COD Zombies and the difficulties of playing COD Zombies. Because I've learned in my college classes that you cannot, that in making an argument you have to obviously show both sides of the opinion. And I'm about to die. It's only been 1 minute and 50 seconds. Believe me now. So, what I'm going to wrap this up with is some pros that come with playing COD Zombies. For one, COD Zombies, like I said earlier, I was bashing it for this, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Having the zombies increase their health over time. One problem I have with that, even though it's a good idea, it makes the game difficult. It does make the game a bit more difficult. And the main reason I was arguing earlier that this game is much harder is because you just don't last as long. There's no way you can last as long as... That was the main thing I was getting upset over, is you cannot last that long in this game. Because it's just so much more difficult. The special infected toss you around, they separate you from the group, and then you get screwed over. In COD Zombies, you just run around and you can train people. Not that it's just the... I don't know, but it's time to stop talking about Left 4 Dead 2 and get to the pros of COD Zombies. So, what are the pros to playing COD Zombies? Well, in that game, you learn how. I mean, you don't learn how. It gets more difficult as you play, and the rounds become increasingly longer. Like it ends up being like 3-hour rounds. Unless you get like a nuke or something. And the basis of the game is you run around. Obviously, if you've never played the game before, you run around, pick up guns with your money, then points you earn, and you shoot normal, like these common infected zombies. That's my main point from earlier, which I was making. This was not that hard. However, they come in larger hordes. And then in this game, and they increase their health every round, making it harder to kill a single one, which I approve of. I like that. I like that it makes it harder to kill a single zombie and single common infected every round. That's a very good pro. That's excellent. I love that. But that's well, no. I was gonna say that's where COD gains its, well, not helpfulness, it's it helps its argument. But well, I don't know. I'm finding it hard to support COD in zombies and stuff, but I do have a couple more things to say other than just increasing wave size and wave capacity and stuff like that.